Setting Betta fish tank ideas. Setting up your Betta fish aquarium from the regular ones requires the right ideas. Even while there is a need to mimic the natural home conditions of Bettas, an amazing tank setup will make you a proud Betta fish keeper. The good thing is, your Betta fish tank can be beautiful and still maintain the necessary conditions for your Betta's health. The best ideas to decorate your Betta fish tank has more to do with choosing the right size of tank, making available a good water quality, and keeping the right temperature. Also, you have to choose the most suitable aquarium decor. Avoid introducing materials that may cause harm to your Betta fish. Having these in mind and putting them together craftily makes your Betta fish tank look stunning. Choosing tank size, the bigger the better. Betta originated in the streams and rice paddies of Southeast Asia. Thus, they naturally prefer warmer temperatures. Meanwhile, to create the ideal Betta fish tank environment, you'll need a heater and thermometer set up to monitor your tank temperature and keep it at a consistent level. If the temperature is too low, your Betta's immune system will suffer. Meanwhile, he'll be more prone to disease. Thus, too high a temperature and your Betta's metabolism could accelerate, causing him to age too quickly. The ideal water temperature for Betta fish is between 78 degrees and 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Thus, to keep your fish healthy, the temperature should never go below 74 degrees Fahrenheit or above 84 degrees Fahrenheit. Paying attention to water quality in the tank. Like all fish, you should not expose your Bettas to chlorinated water. Therefore, when you're filling your tank, make sure to apply a water conditioner to your tap water. The next thing to consider is the pH level in your tank. Usually, Bettas prefer a neutral pH with an ideal range between 6.5 and 7.5. Also, it's important to make any changes to your Betta's water gradually. Even if your Betta tank is outside of the ideal range, it's better to adjust it over time than to make an immediate change. Remember, sudden fluctuations in temperature or pH will stress out your fish and could potentially cause harm. Including a lid and space at the top of the tank. Bettas are a type of fish known as labyrinth fish. It means they can breathe oxygen directly from the air as well as from water. Generally, your Betta will enjoy coming up to the surface for a quick breath every so often. Thus, you'll want to leave 1 to 2 inches of space between the top of the water and the edge of your tank. And Bettas are also jumpers. They can make it surprisingly far out of the water if you let them. You'll want to make sure you have a good lid or hood on the top of your tank to prevent your fish from making a run for it. Using an aquarium filter for your tank. While Betta fish can survive in smaller tanks without a filter, they'll be much happier in a larger, filtered tank. Also, unfiltered tanks require frequent water changes to keep the water quality up and remove toxic debris. Therefore, adding a filter will reduce the frequency and volume of water changes. It will help keep the tank clean and cycle in beneficial bacteria. In general, there are a few things to consider when choosing the right filter for your Betta fish tank. Bettas don't produce a ton of waste. Choosing a small hang-on back filter is perfectly adequate. Likewise, Bettas prefer an environment with little to no water movement. Make sure to choose a low-flow filter or place a sponge in front of the output to lessen the water flow. Include plenty of hiding places for your Bettas. Generally, the Betta's natural environments are the marshes, rice paddies and streams, and Southeast Asia. Which vegetation and places to hide fill? Plenty of soft cover like aquarium plants will make your Betta much more comfortable in his tank. Ordinarily, live plants are best. However, if you go with artificial plants, avoid plastic ones, which can slice Betta's fins. Likewise, plants with large leaves will give your Betta a place to lay on and rest. Similarly, your tank should include plenty of plants. Nevertheless, driftwood and other fish tank structures can also add some variety and give your Betta more places to swim around and explore.